All right, everyone, welcome back to another video. We got this one in. New quarters. Oops, new quarters. This stuff is horrible. It gets everywhere. We're gonna be blacking out the inch compartment on the inside of here's blacked out, underneath bed liner, inside bed liner. White roof. It's gonna be a light blue again, not like that, but close. Anyway, this got here should be pretty quick. We'll have to seam seal. Let me show you. Clean up the rust. It sucks. They sat this outside, so now all this little stupid surface rust on those areas, and kind of annoying because you just put all this metal in just to freaking get surface rust. Anyway, in here will all be black. Do you know why this is here? It's not because it was rusty. If you know why, leave a comment. This thing's gonna be awesome. So yep, they put the full quarters on with the bigger opening for bigger wheels. Looks good. This body's pretty dang nice. So I'll have my boys standing on that stuff. Let's come over here to the gate. Gate's pretty good. Small stuff. But here's that grill brick, and you just go over and you can see the high spots. I mean, it's quick. It's on a door and bigger areas, it's easier because big flat spots, but you can use it anywhere. I'll probably be skimming this whole bottom section here. We are going to get rid of spot welds anywhere. We will fill those in. I'm probably going to line to there. We'll jam in here, but then line the underneath. Anyway, so let's get to this and sand. This body is going to be cake, guys. You do metal work, not try to fix all this crappy body work, rust. It's easy. Instead of patch panels, this thing is going to go fast. All right, so I ground the low spots down after you saw what I hit with that, and then I decided just to, because this is pretty strong, just hit it real fast with the air grinder. And then I did hit the low spots with the grinder. You know, some spots don't have as much markings, but anyway, so I'm gonna mix a little mud up, spread it across here, tap any high spots. Well, I tapped high spots, and then I'll pull the tape off just because I don't want to get down here yet, and I don't want to get in here yet. And then we'll be doing on this, we'll be doing all the freaking spot welds too, which is kind of a pain, but goes real easy with dolphin glaze. And then yeah, so all you do is, well, let me get this ready. Okay, so now this is just learning, but you know, you get this tube per gallon, which a gallon's not quite full, but you only need to put a little bit. Do not put a ton on. Obviously, if you put not enough in, it doesn't harden, but you'll just kind of learn. The bigger your pile or the smaller, you just kind of get used to how much you do it. There's my hand there. I got big hands, but, well, there's a spreader. And then with the spreader, you just come in and, but a lot better. I'm holding this with my leg and the phone with one hand. And you just mix it in. Make sure you don't use the flat side. Use the tapered side. Okay, so that's all it took was that one. And put it on. Now we'll let it sit. It's getting a little cooler outside, so 20 minutes. And then in about a minute or two, I'll pull off the tape. And then we'll hit this with the file and you'll see any low spots, high spots again. This should be pretty good. I don't like, some people put stuff on super thick and then hit it down, but I don't like doing that. I like putting on a couple thin layers. Works easy, my preference. So let this sit, start blocking this, and that's it. All right, so in this area, you see a dent here and a dent here, and it's pulled this down. Can you see that there? And then with a straight edge, you can see a nice gap. I don't just want to fill that in, so what I'm going to do, take these pins, the Unispotter, we're going to put them in here, and we're going to use this tool, the slide hammer, and carefully tap it to bring it out. I don't think you can buy one of these at Harbor Freight. You can buy cheap ones on eBay, and if you don't use it very often, it's fine. The slide hammer they come with has like a screw thing to bite onto these. Those I'd get rid of because they slip. I don't know if you can change the ends out on them. So anyway, we'll get these on, and I don't have the right tip. I have this shrinking tips. Anyway, there's another tip. This goes in, you push it down, pull the trigger, bzz, fast, and it welds to that so we can pull. Okay, so we got these on. I pulled them out. It's a lot better, but we're still gonna have to do in the middle here, so we'll see. Okay, so I hit a few spots there and there, and that's a lot better. So this is still a little low, so I'm going to put one on top very carefully so I don't mess anything up. Always have a good set of dikes with the smoothest back possible. Really helps getting these off. When you push the button, you don't want to hold it very long. Another little trick you can do is grind the edge and reuse it if you happen to need to, but they come in big box, so we'll get that one on pulled and we should be pretty good. Okay, so we're just gonna take 220. Colton here is gonna hit everything inside and out. We're just gonna go over it with all 220, scuff it, and then red Scotch-Brite, make sure we get in any areas. And then that'll be going flat black, but probably won't do that until after we do the inside and underneath. All right, so this grill has a big hump over here, and then there's some minor dents. Actually, not really minor. So again, I'm gonna get the torch. I'm going to heat things up, and you move it around. Move it around. I've already pounded that one out. Get it nice and warm to help move the metal. Then what I'm going to do on this one, some more, is I'm going to push down on this, and I'm going to have a straight edge in here and pound on that. And get this grill looking good. It's pretty bent right there, so we'll get all that done. All right, so you can see where I pounded these out. Maybe a little high there, but I mean, those are just gonna be skim coated. Like I could sand that. Barely even skim coat it. The heat helps, it's easier. This, if you look at it now, nice and straight. Still have the body line. See that little tiny line in there? And looks pretty good. I think we need to push that down a hair, but heat is your friend. Heat can ruin things if you're not careful. Hey everyone, I had to take a little time off, but I can show you on. So we got that smooth. I probably said that already. I took a block, or I ground this out. We're gonna get rid of all the rivets. And then I just took a little spread in there. We're gonna get rid of those. Everything else is looking pretty good. I'm gonna blast in here real lightly, mask these off, and then seal it, and I'm gonna leave it till it's time to paint. Then I'll show you what we got going in here. So the frame we built, my buddy built this. He's the one that did the metal work. It's a rotisserie. It only goes on one side. But he built this frame, and then it bolts on here, has a cross section, and then it has a cross section going underneath. And then these pieces hook to the other side over there, and it, with the engine hoist, you lift it and it puts it up on its side. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna hit the edges where I can with the bed liner, get spots that are flat, and then we're gonna tip this up on one side, and I'm gonna hit the inside and then the underneath, because it'll be on, you know, the other side there. And then let me scoot this back, and then we'll hurry. Takes a few minutes, but we'll swap everything and then lift it the opposite direction and make sure we get all the areas underneath. We're gonna be getting in here, everything bedlined. And when that's done, go ahead and black this out. We're gonna pull the roof off, and we're gonna take it somewhere so it's out of the way for a while. And we'll go ahead and get rockers, seam sealer, all this ready. This body will be ready pretty freaking quick, putting new panels and everything on. So that's what's next. All right, maybe a little hard to hear, but here it is on the rotisserie. It's just perfect in here. What we're gonna do, sorry for the noise, seal up and around. This is a brushable seam sealer. I already did, because that's thick. Go around to all the edges. Get in here, up around there. Go around to the other side. This is all brushable too. So we've got all that done. We'll just come through small areas. Here's some old stuff. We'll knock it out, refill it. Knock it out, refill it. Anywhere there's old, I think there it's gone. Yeah, so you can see through. So we'll just go through and seam seal it all. My boy's already got a lot sanded. We're gonna flip it to get the other half, and then we can bedline this thing.